Hi, my name is Sean Mabry. I am a fantasy writer, and I'm making this video to talk more about something I mentioned in my first video, which is the fact that my best role models in life have been women. And I think this is crucially important, really, for two reasons. The first reason is that we live in a patriarchal culture, and one of the major consequences of that is that men especially, and I think to a certain extent women too, are taught that the only worthy role models are men. Usually this isn't said explicitly, usually it's more implied, but the message is clear. It's men are the strong ones, men are the leaders, men are the intelligent ones, they're the most creative, they are the most exceptional. And frankly, this is false. There are many women out there who are incredibly accomplished and can beat, frankly, a lot of those men flat out in a direct competition. But to me, that's only half of the issue. Because it's one thing to recognize and acknowledge that there are many powerful and very worthy women out there. I think it's very different, and I think it's crucially important for us men to look at those women as role models and to say, wow, I'm impressed by you. I want to learn more from you. I am here to be your student. I think that is crucial. And the reason why ties into the second reason I have for making this video, because rather than just speaking more in the abstract here, I'd like to give you a real-life example from my own. When I was in high school, I joined a youth theater program called the Laguna Playhouse Youth Repertory. And when I first came in, I was just a mess. I didn't know how to talk to people. I was uncomfortable in my own skin. I didn't know how to walk correctly. They actually had to correct my walking and get me to walk like a real person when I started acting on stage. And I did have talent, but I was not nearly as creative or productive as I am now. And it was during that program that I went through this immense personal transformation where I really became the person I am now, and really, if not for this period of my life, I would not have any of the accomplishments I have now. And so I owe an enormous debt of gratitude to the two directors of that program, Donna Englima and Kelly Herman. Both women. And two of the most creative, insightful, wise, most generous people I have ever met. I'm physically overwhelmed often when I think back to the time I spent with them, and the sheer gratitude I feel. It's beyond words. When I know as a writer I'm not supposed to say that, but it's true. And I think the most important lesson they taught me, aside from just being tough on me, because yes, women can be tough role models, I made plenty of mistakes, and I learned my lessons from those. But the most important lesson they taught was that real creativity comes from perspective. It comes from stepping outside of yourself and seeing situations and seeing even other people through other eyes. You know, seeing other people the way they see themselves, seeing the world the way other people see it. That is so crucially important, and especially if you're an artist of any kind, that is where your greatest power comes from. And I don't know necessarily that they are the only people who could have taught me that lesson, but they are the ones who made it stick. And I think in many ways, the fact that they were women helped it stick. I mean, they have a different perspective. I was learning a different perspective from them as they coached me. And if I could give one gift to every man listening to this right now, I hope someday you find your Donna and Kelly, because they allowed me to become the man I am now, the man that I'm very proud to be. And that's what I want. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for all the men out there. Because it's good for you. It really is. So if you enjoyed this, share it, like it, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.